The Communication Authority of Kenya contracted British consultancy firm Analysis Mason to study the nature of the telecommunication industry in Kenya and whether Safaricom had reached the threshold of being considered a dominant player. The report suggested that the company was dominant and advised splitting it up as one of the remedies applicable.
I wish to allay fears that the authority is planning to split the business of some market players or take such drastic action that may destabilize dominant market players.
The authority maintains that it will pursue modest market interventions to level the playing field. The communication regulator says it has shared the report with Competition Authority of Kenya and received comments as part of consultations and will be reaching out to the players and general stakeholders before taking any measures. The Cabinet Secretary in the Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology, Joe Musheru, has over the last few weeks warned that splitting the Safaricom business will not endear Kenya to future investors.
The proposed legislative amendment to split Safaricom and M-Pesa is therefore not one of the aims that the government supports, as it would send a negative precedent in punishing and suppressing innovative operators, hence discouraging investments.
Safaricom shares have taken a hit in the markets after details of the draft report were released. On Tuesday last week, Safaricom stock hit an 8-month low of 16.65 shillings. The telco has since been regaining ground with an average closing price of 18.25 shillings today.
We've spoken to more than 100 shareholders in the past week. And the share prices dropped by about 160 billion shillings since rumors of this report came out. And as we speak to shareholders, they're concerned about a few things. The first one is that having seen their investment in the banking sector dive the way it did after the interest rate capping bill, facing an election year here in Kenya and facing a current drought situation, they're now wondering whether this proposed regulation is healthy for their investment.
The Safaricom boss also cast aspersions on the motives of those asking for the separation of M-Pesa from the core telecoms business of the company.
M-Pesa is a world leader. Kenya takes the position as being the foremost innovator in this space. Why would you destroy it?
Collymore feels that the company should not be handicapped for its success.
Why did the other players who have been around in all cases for longer than Safaricom, because we were part of telecom at one point. When we first came in, Kencell had the license at the same time as us. Why is it that we have continued to invest and they've chosen not to invest? As I repeatedly say, it's a little bit like asking Rhodesia to carry failing competitors on their back. The consequence of this is that this has not become an attractive place for anyone to invest, or indeed for anyone to innovate.
The authority expects to have the report finalized before the end of May, and it will begin implementing its preferred industry interventions at the beginning of the new financial year. Hudheifa Aden, NTV.